Hi, it's Dr. Renee, and I'm here to silence the shame on mental health by telling you my story. So, I grew up two-parent home, sister, and I really didn't have a care in the world. My parents are the best parents on the planet, and I was one of the happiest kids they probably ever saw. I literally smiled all the time, skipped through the hallways of school, breezed through school. I was a gifted child, so breezed through school until high school. And freshman year of high school, I was accused of cheating by a teacher, and I didn't cheat. So that set me on a very quick spiral because I had always done really well in school, and this tarnished my image as well as the grade that I ended up in the class because of this was horrible. It was a D. I had never received a D in my life on my report card. So I withdrew, and I withdrew from everything. And my mother noticed that. And thank God she did. She sent me to the psychiatrist, and we worked through it. And by the end of the school year, I was back okay. And we also dealt with the teacher and got my grade back to where it was supposed to be, and everything was wonderful. So, um, so I went through high school. I wasn't the happiest at that school, but you do what you got to do. That's where I had to go, so I went. Um, I went to Michigan State. I love MSU. Go green, go white. And freshman year at Michigan State, here we go again. So this time, I think I was just in the wrong major, and no one had figured that out until it was too late. So I had a lot of trouble. And I mean, I worked really, really, really hard. Like, I didn't go out at all freshman year. I worked so hard, and I was put on probation first semester, and then I did not achieve whatever it was I had to get off second semester. So here we go again. But this time, I don't know. I didn't I didn't go back to the psychiatrist. I think I was just too worried about what others thought or something, and I just tried to work through it myself. Well, the way I worked through it myself was through eating. So I wore sweats a lot to the point that I didn't even know how much weight I had gained. So I gained way past the freshman 15. And all I know is that there was a many a times I went home for holiday breaks and I ate in the car or in my bedroom, so people didn't know how much I was eating. There was one time I went home, I literally gained 20 pounds in 3 weeks. And to the point that my pants didn't fit, like non-stretch pants, like non-sweatpants didn't fit, and I literally had a swollen layer around my stomach, and I had to put ice on it because it hurt so bad. Man. But I graduated undergrad, so I made it through. And medical school tried to defeat me, and I was like, no, I got this. And I graduated clearly, so I did get it, but I had a rough road there too. But I ended up coming out on the end. And my mother had to come and rescue me at one point, but I made it. So after graduation from medical school, I'm an adult, and I'm completely living on my own in a strange city. And I feel myself slowly falling down. I mean, I'm eating crazy. I'm just not caring about anything. I just go to work and I come home. I go to work and I come home. And I really thought about it and realized that if I didn't do something soon, something was going to happen and I wasn't going to be able to control it. So I started asking my colleagues about Black psychiatrists in the area, and one of them told me about this amazing Black psychologist. And the only reason why I was trying to get a psychiatrist is because I wanted someone who understood the whole medical school process and could understand what I thought was why I felt the way I did. But we got a psychologist, and she ended up being the blessing from heaven. We're the same religion, which is so hard that I find somebody with the same religion as me, but same religion, and we just really clicked and we meshed, and she was the answer to my prayers. She's the reason why I never had any weight-related health issues, because I was able to lose it. And I have some more to go, but at least we got it under control, and I don't look like what I've been through. I don't look like I did, 6 years ago, for Pete's sake. So, I'm so grateful to her, and I'm so grateful that I recognize the problem. Because I live, like I said, in this city by myself, basically. I don't have my sister's not here, my parents aren't here. There's no one here to say, hey, And I love my friends dearly, but let's just be honest, we all have our own lives, and I'm the caretaker, I'm the mother hen. I'm the one that texts and calls people out of the blue to make sure that they're okay. A lot of people don't do that for me, so you wouldn't know what I was going through unless you did call or ask, and even then I might not tell you. So I am so glad that I got that help, and I realized, hey, something's wrong. Let's go fix it. And thankfully, like I said, in high school, my mom realized it, and she got me help then. And now I know exactly, I can see the signs myself, so I know. And I know if I need to go back. And I know I have friends I can call and family I can call and talk to. And I'm going to be okay. I'm great, I'm great. 3 years ago, my life changed again, and I started this new chapter in my life. And do you know, honestly, I've not shed a tear about that, and I have never been depressed about that. And I think that that is a testament to the fact that I have figured out how to handle things. I figured out how to handle things, and so I really have never had, I might have a day, maybe an hour or two, where I'm like, oh my God, why is this really my life? But it's just a moment that I might feel like, oh, why did that happen? But it's not even, I don't even think that's the question I ask. I don't know. But it's never long enough for me to worry about it. It's water off a duck's back. It's not a big deal. I'm so grateful that I have never truly felt suicidal. Recently, my sister and I, we had talked about it a couple years ago, and we had talked about there were some sisters, and the older sister had committed suicide, and she said, don't leave me. And I would never do that to her. And so no matter how hard it gets in life, I wouldn't leave her. So as long as we got each other, we're good. But please, please, please don't silence the shame. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing at all. We all go through ups and downs, growing pains, But in the grand scheme of things, it's very, very, very little things that can easily be fixed. I always say suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, because guess what? Next week it probably is not going to be a problem. Being a severe asthmatic who has had to fight for every breath, literally, because you can't pay a light bill, because you can't pay your car note or your car insurance, is really not a big deal when you think about those people who have to fight for each breath, who have to really literally fight to live. So you need to be thankful that you even have a bill and a bill collector calling you, because at the end of the day, that's something that can easily be fixed. So silence the shame.